Hi, good morning. It's Naomi here, and I'm doing a quick video just to share my experiences as a first time mum after having a baby girl born on the 11th of September 2017 at 8:59 a.m. So, just a bit of information about me. As I said, I'm a first time mum, and I work in a field where I have some experience with babies and labour and all that sort of stuff. But I found that when it is your own, it can be a completely different ball game, and by George, I have found that out for myself. So I just thought I'll just share my experiences because yeah, I'm in shock. I'm still in shock. It's a week on now. My baby's a week old today, and I'm still in shock. But anyway, we'll start at the beginning then. So, on the 10th, I guess it was, of September, about 2 o'clock in the morning, I wanted to go to the bathroom, and I ended up in a lot of pain. And I was like, what is going on here? And then I think, oh my days, am I going into labour? Pain, 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 pain. Never experienced any pain like that before. So, all in my panic and everything like that, I'm just like, babe, I think we need to go to the hospital. Went to the hospital. Yeah, 1 centimetre. All of that pain on 1 centimetre, I was heartbroken. So they sent me back home. They said, go continue to labour. So I spent the whole day labouring. This labour in which they don't count. Okay. Pain started getting thicker. I decided to go lie in the bath for about 3 hours until I was grey and pruny. And I called them again because the pain was getting worse. And they're like, oh, your contractions are still not close enough together. So I'm like, oh, okay, fine. You continue labouring at home. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, like it's just that easy. So I did everything I possibly could. I bounced on a gym ball. I held myself up against the wall and I twerked that pain away every time that contraction hit. As I said, I was in the bathtub for about 3 hours, until I was grey and wrinkly, all of that sort of stuff. And it got to a point when if some people came and visit me and said I'm taking these contractions really well, lo and behold, there was a next level that I had not yet experienced. And when it did come, I tell you the truth, I wasn't ready. I was not ready. When that pain did come, oh, now I understand. One of my good friends said to me that the pain is hot, hot. And now I understand. I understand. You can't even find the words for this piece of pain. So women who do this, okay, without any relief or whatever, so I salute you. Okay, all the mothers out there who've gone through labour, even my own mum, I salute you. I understand, and I have enough respect for you because my days, some next piece of pain, yeah? I feel like I can get hit by anything, rock bones and all sorts, and I will still say, but it's nothing compared to that contraction. That's how I feel right now, okay? So anyway, this piece of hot pain decided to come, and I'm like, no, we need to do something about this. And so we're on the phone, and they're like, talking, like, how are they doing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, these things started coming. They were long, and I felt like every 4 minutes, but they were like 2 minutes long, and it's just like, what's going on here? Got to a point when I couldn't even walk 3 steps without these things happening. And I tell you, the pain. Got to the reception, and I had to stop about 3 times because of this pain. And when I say the pain was horrible, I'm like, it was like the embodiment of sin. It was just the most painful thing I can't even find the words. There's a point where it's coming, then there's this peak pain when you just have to die during that point and then come back around again. That's how painful it was. Okay, and beyond that. So I was just like, So then when they decided to check me and turn around and say I was only 3 centimetres, the way my heart did break, I was just like, all of that pain and I'm only 3 centimetres. Someone please don't let me have to go back home with this. But I said, no, we'll keep you in because your cervix has done what it needs to do. So yeah, so I was so happy. So I'm thinking, yeah, I want the water bath, With all that pain that I went through, I said, forget the water bath, give me an epidural. And they're like, fine, yeah, we'll get you to the labour ward as soon as you can, and you can have the pain relief. And I was like, yes. So, long story short, got to where I needed to get to. Yeah, my pain relief didn't come for hours. So this sin pain, this pain that licked me in my very soul, this pain that even my very ancestors and future generations have felt during the time it was going through, that very pain called contraction. I had to sit through that for extra 3 hours waiting for my relief just to turn up, okay? and then have to sit through multiple back-to-back contractions while having epidural placed in my back and getting it shoved in the wrong place, and then him having to repeat the thing and telling me to keep still like I'm not having contractions. Yes, it was a mad thing. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know what happened to me, but I left the planet for a while until he finished what he was doing. And when I came back, even though the thing only just turned on, the relief already, I could bear them. Even though I had to force myself to bear them, I can finally bear them. And when they were gone, and I was happy, and I was like, yes. But unfortunately, my baby decided to go and do some funky things, probably because she was tired. Her heart rate started dropping with all the monitoring that they were doing, and they wanted to go check and find out what's going on. They weren't sure what my contractions were doing. They weren't long enough, so they wanted to give me a hormone drip, but because of my heart, they weren't sure if they could do that or whether or not they'd just leave me to go naturally. In the end, I ended up dilating 10 centimeters, so it was fully dilated, but they didn't want to risk a vaginal delivery because they weren't happy with what her heart rate was doing, because it was continuing to drop each time, and so they were like, yeah, C-section. Yeah, C-section wasn't a part of my plan, I tell you the truth. The piece of praying that I was doing for this labour to be quick and as pain-free as possible, and I'm thinking none of my prayers have been answered. But then when you realise that actually the C-section procedure itself was very, very quick. The staff were very good, they were very professional. Everything was just done, bam, 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 done. And then they brought me my baby, and I'm like, my baby, the epidural was good. That thing did take away the pain. I just wish I had it 3 hours earlier, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my baby was born absolutely fine. Apart from the fact that she definitely was distressed because she passed a meconium while she was inside, so they had to monitor her as well to make sure she didn't ingest any of that bad boy. So my poor baby was distressed, so it was a good call to have that C-section. So in the hospital, I was discharged after a day because apparently I was recovering like a trooper. Baby was fine, I was fine. And I'm like, good, because it's really difficult to sleep when you've got other babies crying and you don't have control of the lighting and etc, etc. But the electric bed was sweet, and I didn't realise how much I missed the electric bed until I got home. Now, this is the part that I really wish I knew. Recovering from a C-section. As a professional, I know, they'd say, 6 weeks, 6 weeks, you're going to need 6 weeks. And I couldn't understand why you needed 6 weeks until I had one myself. And I'm not even in my 6 weeks yet, and I realise I'm going to need a holy bedtime. My days. Okay, so I can't move, I can't walk, I can't cough, I can't sneeze, I can't laugh. I don't want to pee, I don't want to poo, I don't want to do anything. Why? Because my insides have been torn open and stitched back together. Something has been removed, and something is trying to shrink and fit right down back into my pelvis, and it hurts. Okay, I can't do anything. I'm tired because I didn't sleep during that 30-hour labour stint. Okay, I have a baby to look after, and I'm cut open. The only pain relief I had was ibuprofen and paracetamol, and it took the edge off something. But then I had to cough. I'm never going through that again. I'm telling you, having to hold my entrails in as I cough. And day 2, and day 3, and day 4, and day 5, and you're just thinking, I feel like I'm getting better with each one. But one of those days I made a mistake, and I decided that I really needed to lay down. I laid down. Could I get back up? My abdominal muscles decided that they weren't going to play ball, and I laid down, and that was it. I had to have my husband physically pull me up. Remember I said I missed that electric bed? Because that was what was helping me get up. I didn't use my abs at all. But when I decided to lie down, everything shut down to the point where I could not move. I couldn't turn to the left or to the right. I was flat, and I needed to go and look after my baby. I don't know how people do it by themselves. I really, really don't. I'm so grateful for my husband, because I probably still would be lying there all now. But, unfortunately, stuff happens. Baby had to have checks, so even at day 3, I had to get up and go to the hospital. Day 5 as well, I had to go to clinic. But by day 5, I was a lot more mobile. Even today, I'm a lot more mobile now. But I don't know. People talk about C-sections all the time. Yet, I had no idea. So when they said to me that my recovery might be a bit different because I did, go through all that labour, it wasn't like an elective. My body has to recover from that, plus recover from the C-section itself. And I still might not have my body back to normal for 6 to 9 months. I'm just like, yeah, you might be an only child, baby girl. You might be an only child. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's amazing. And on top of all of that, I ended up with, probably from the antibiotics, I ended up, sorry for anyone who's eating, but I ended up with diarrhea. Diarrhea, 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 diarrhea. I've said it so many times because that's what it felt like. It felt like it was happening all the time. So I can't walk, but I have to go to the bathroom regularly. But I guess that's probably better than having constipation, because if my abdominal muscles don't want me to do anything, I can imagine trying to push a poo that didn't want to escape. So maybe a diarrhea was the way forward. But, how do you stretch and wipe your bottom? I had to, or that would just be nasty. But I'm telling you, it was hard work, and it's still hard work, and I'm still struggling all now. But I tell you the truth, my baby girl's here. I love her to pieces. I praise God for her because she's just the most adorable, beautiful baby I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm biased. But C-section, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would choose that. But I didn't get the chance to experience the hot ring of fire from a vaginal birth. But I feel like after having contractions, I can probably face anything. Anything. Because that was one piece of serious, hellish pain. So there we have it. That was my experience. I am still recovering. This is me on a good day. You should have seen me on day 1 and now on day 1, day 2. When I finally got home, this is me on a good day. And I'm just so glad that I can move now. So, thank you for watching. I probably will do another blog about something else, I don't know, expressing. Or what to do when you maybe get the same diarrhea that you had because of your breast milk. Or tongue tie, because I found out my baby has one of those too. So yes, if you have any suggestions what else I could cover, then fine, I'll do another one. Until then, me and baby girl sleeping. We say good night, well, good morning, good afternoon. Yo, I don't even know what day it is anymore, okay? All the days are rolling into one. I'm just going to assume it's morning because it looks kind of bright outside. Thank you. Bye.